thing to watch, man. I think any combat sports, I love them all. I mean, I'm obviously a much bigger fan of the UFC because it combines them all. I think it's the best. But I like watching boxing. I like watching kickboxing. I even like watching amateur wrestling.
You were into fighting in your own martial arts before you went into TV, right?
Yes, I used to fight in Taekwondo tournaments mostly, and I fought in some kickboxing as well. I fought 3 kickboxing bouts, and I had probably close to 100 Taekwondo fights.
Yeah. And you're into jiu-jitsu yourself. You train all the time.
Yeah, it's fun, man. I've been trying to get you to do it.
Oh, yeah.
You get so much stress and anger and the New World Order. You work it all out with choking people, man. It'd be good for you.
I'm a big wimp. I couldn't do that.
Oh, you're not a big wimp.
I am. I'm incredibly wimpy.
Well, you talk like that about yourself.
Okay, no, I am really. But no, seriously, Joe, I'm going to skip this last network break here right to the end of the show. We're going to skip the break.
Skip it.
The network loves that. I'm always skipping the breaks. Well, no.
Just make it up, right?
We have station breaks and the network breaks. Yeah, no, they don't mind. It's the biggest show on the network.
Give me a fat cigar.
Yeah, these are some good cigars. Jesse Ventura gave me some, and then I can't find them around the house.
Did they explode?
No, I come back from trips, and then so I had one of the guys who get them for me because I'm. This is how I can quit smoking all the time.
Yeah, that'll help.
Just having a.
Phil Hartman did that. That's how he quit smoking with cigars.
Phil Hartman, good guy, huh?
He was a great guy. What's Jesse Ventura like? Do you guys party? Or do you just get together and just scream about the government? I can imagine it. You and Jesse Ventura out talking. Does anything fun ever get discussed, or is it all just chaos?
No, I mean, Jesse's a great guy. He doesn't party. He doesn't drink.
Right.
I think it's been like 12 years or so since he's even had a drink. But when we were out in Louisiana doing an investigation for his TV show episode coming up, dealing with BP, he just gave me a cigar, and it was one of the best ones I ever had, so I got him some. But this is a...
Speaking of which, BP...
A Fuente Grand Reserve. I don't know. I just like these better than Cuban cigars. They're not as expensive.
The Nicaraguan?
Yeah.
What were we just talking about before that? The BP thing. What is going on? Because I've heard that there's new oil slicks that they've discovered. I've been reading about that online. That they've discovered that there's...
Hold on, Joey V's at the door.
Joey B. What? Joe D.
Joe D.
Joe D.
I'm going to call him Joey V now.
We're talking about BP, the oil spill.
What's happening, buddy?
Good, man. You want to... Hey, good to see you.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure.
Make sure the delay's on in there.
Yes. Why? What do I do?
Fred Flintstone's in here. I'm just joking.
What do I do?
What? You're at the door like a hungry wolf. You like cigars? You don't...
Sure.
Here, is that a good cigar?
I don't know. Where'd you get it from?
I don't know. It's the same kind that Jesse smokes, and I just like them.
Jesse who?
Jesse Ventura.
Okay.
But that's the cigar story. I wasn't trying to name drop it, you guys.
What's going on with BP? Are there new oil slicks? That's what I've been hearing. I've been hearing reading all these things on the internet that sailors have reported new oil slicks and captains have...
Oh, absolutely. It shattered the whole ocean floor. It never stopped leaking. It's just the main leak, which was, obviously hundreds of millions of gallons. That has been capped.
Those dispersants, right? That's supposed to be very bad for your body, for people if they get...
It's super deadly. It's super deadly.
And they have prisoners. They make prisoners clean up, too. Isn't that funny? They take dudes that are in prison, and that's what they're using for cleanup crews. Can you imagine that? Just go to jail for selling some weed. Next thing you know, you're getting cancer from cleaning up toxins. BP oil spill.
That's part of the deal.
Is that what happens?
You're messed up, they take you out there. Sometimes you got to give prisoners...
Did you ever have to do any, when you were in prison, did you ever do any, like, clean-up stuff on the side of the road?
I had a driver's license. I worked in the kitchen. I told you that already. You know? I was a stock clerk.
Joey is a real character, folks.
How are you, Alex Jones? We've been talking about you. Your ears must be ringing. You know, we're big fans. We love you to death. You're the last of the real Mohicans.
Well, I'm a fan of you. You're a great comedian.
You're the last of the real Mohicans. You're telling it like it is here, and that's how I drop it. You know me.
Well, I wish I'd have known you were coming today, and I wish you guys hadn't got stuck in traffic. 2 wrecks on 35. Yeah. We took your money, and we're not paying you your insurance money when your husband or wife dies, and that's the end of it. Or the mortgages, taking people's mortgages and taking houses that are actually paid for. And I'm sure you've heard about all that now. I mean, it even freaks me out at how evil and brazen and hubris filled, and I agree with you, they've just gotten away with so much. Now the sky's the limit. Joey, what's your view on this?
Listen, they've been getting away with it for years. We were talking about the Unabomber yesterday, how he's jacked up, about a documentary.
Yeah, well, we're talking about the Unabomber. There's a documentary called The Net that showed that Ted Kaczynski, while he was a student at Harvard...
CIA.
Yeah, well, he went into the CIA LSD studies, and they cooked his brain. You know, they did it all.
He was a mind control op. That's just the cover. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
same thing with McVeigh. No, but go ahead. That's important.
He was a mind control op. So.
Well, they fried his brain, did electroshock, and he was a decoy the whole time.
Well, I don't know about all that. What I know about is what I read about the LSD studies, that he was involved in these Ken Kesey Harvard studies that they did.
Yeah.
With Timothy Leary, and they did a bunch of personality, modification studies.
Yeah, that's mind control.
Yeah, but it's all LSD. I mean, that's what they were doing a bunch of things. I mean, we talked about that midnight climax.
They were injecting it.
Yeah. Well, they were doing a lot of different.
Who was the other guy that was injecting the horse tranquilizer stuff? You talked.
Oh, that's John Lilly. He was injecting ketamine.
Altered States.
Yeah. That's the guy who, that's Altered States was based on him. The movie, the idea behind it is based on this guy Lilly, who invented the isolation tank.
Do you guys think we're going to become a Type 1 civilization by that? We're going to get off the planet and survive?
It's not going to be us, man. It's going to be the next thing. That's what I think. I think there's no more dinosaurs. Amoebas eventually become human beings, which will eventually give way to the next thing. You know, we're going to not be in this shape forever.
So a merger with the machines.
It's very possible, and it's very...
Well, I want to stay the way I am.
Well, maybe you can. Maybe there'll be a few rat people living out in the outskirts of town, like digging for holes in the ground for water while the computer overlords run the world. Maybe we can survive.
That's actually the globalist plan. You're speaking next after...
Speaking?
Well, doing your comedy, your stand-up, yeah.
It sounds like I'm speaking here. I'm in Germany next week for the UFC, and then the week after that, I'm in Auburn Hills and Ann Arbor, Michigan. What is it? Ann Arbor Comedy Club?
Ann Arbor Comedy Club.
And it's JoeRogan.net. Joey Diaz, what's your website?
Don't worry about it. What I want to talk to you about is I like what you do, Alex. You know what I'm saying? You're a good man. The government is good and bad. We live in a free society here in the United States, and we have freedom here. I'm from Cuba, so we have freedom, something a lot of people don't know. And in freedom, good and bad, has to happen for us to have freedom. Do you understand me?
Oh, hold on. We've got to go into super overdrive.
Oh, yeah. We're going into overtime. If you want freedom, this is what comes with the cost of freedom. We have a government that experiments with...
All right. I got to go to break.
Experimenting with us for years. This is nothing new. I'm sick of it myself.
Tell you what, we're going into super overdrive, commercial-free with Joey Diaz. I'm joking. Joey Diaz. It's a joke. I had a guy who works here named Joey V. And Joe Rogan. I'm Alex Jones. Back in 70 seconds with super. We're in overdrive. You know what? I can wait. I'm tough. Here we are with Joe Rogan and Joey Diaz. Do what?
Mr. Floyd, I'm going to put my Alex Jones mask on and continue.
Let's do it.
Black helicopters, ladies and gentlemen, they are circling the building right now. We've gotten confirmation. I have the documents right here. Obama and the elite. It's a strategy.
Keep going.
I don't know what to say.
Give me Joe Diaz here talking. Go.
I would do you, but would do you?
No, there's two me's.
All right, let's stop. You got cut off by the end of the official show. We're in super commercial-free.
Commercial overdrive. Tell us about Cuba.
You were talking about freedom.
Listen.
What's freedom? How do we get our freedom back?
It's a song, and it's pretty goddamn good.
You were born here. Joe Rogan was born here. A lot of people in the room, a lot of people in the building was born here. All I ever wanted to be was an American kid, a white kid. I come here when I'm 3. And now at 47, I'm telling you the things I've learned here. We have our government that they killed Kennedy. They killed Michael Jackson. They do this.
What?
They do that.
Wait a minute.
They killed Michael Jackson. I watched this.
They're just better at covering up what they do.
Did they kill Michael Jackson?
I don't know.
Look at the movie. He was dancing and singing, and next you know he's dying of oxygen. No, not right. A junkie's a junkie every day. He doesn't wake up, sing and dance, and then he has oxygen tanks at night. Something's not right there. And in my case, like old school, you're worth more dead than what you are alive. You understand me?
And now they got a new record coming out.
He ain't in debt no more. He's doing a tour next year with the people from Vegas that jump up and down, the Blue Band group, whatever the hell that is. I mean, he's worth more now than he's ever been. I think Paul McCartney killed Michael Jackson. That's what I think. If it was up to me knowing what I know, I smoke another joint, I'll break it down. I'll break it down because he bought the music from Paul McCartney, didn't want to give it back to him.
Right.
And all of a sudden, they put Paul McCartney in the Super Bowl. They tried to build up the Beatles to get their thing going, and all of a sudden Michael Jackson morphed.
That's right. Michael Jackson actually owned
the money. And
owned the Beatles music.
Beatles music. And I'm watching that movie, the last one he did before he died. This is that. Whatever the hell.
Joe Diaz breaking it all down here.
That is that. And
the New World Order's tentacles go deep.
I'm deep like Dr. Dre on a Tuesday. Deep and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, next thing you know, this poor guy's died. He owes $200 million or whatever. And now, again, right after he died, in a week, he was rich again. A week after the man died.
Just be people capitalizing on someone being dead.
But everybody got paid that was bitching.
Right, that's true, but that just could have been great luck on their part. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that someone...
Yeah, people never get killed over money.
He was taking... No. But he was getting tranquilized every night to go to sleep. He was getting anesthesia. I mean, he was obviously very, very unhealthy.
Let me ask you this.
It looked like the alien autopsy, those photos of him.
Last time you went and got your tooth yanked, and they shot you with the gas, and they put anesthesia in you. Did you leave the dentist and go dance and fucking sing? Takes you 2 days to get your fucking head back.
Well, actually, that stuff, though, that they're using, that's the thing, the reason why people like to use it, and that's the reason why he liked to use it, because when you wake up, you feel very refreshed.
Yeah, right. But you still hung over. You got bags under your eyes. Look at that tape.
No, but this one doesn't. That's the deal.
You know, I think Joey Diaz is he's big, but I think he's the biggest sleeper ever to be a big Hollywood star.
What do you mean sleeper?
By sleeper is you haven't had the mega success. Every time I'm out with you, people run up and say, "Are you the guy from The Sopranos?"
Why are you bringing up The Sopranos?
No, but not only...
Why are you pissing in my pool for? You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. No, but I'm saying...
No, I love you.
But I'm saying you're a character, too, on top of it.
We're talking about...
He's way more funny.
I know. You don't want to talk about yourself. Okay, but let's get back to a free country. Let's get off Michael Jackson.
A free fucking country. I come from... I met a guy 2 weeks ago who was in jail. He was a dentist in Cuba, and he did not go to work for 3 days, and they put him in jail for a week. And he was a guy like you, a taxpayer, well, not no taxpayer, but he was a very decent. I met him a couple weeks ago, we spoke. They threw him in jail for 3 days for not going to work at his own practice. Here's the beauty. It wasn't a county jail. They put him in a jail where they had a hole. It's called El Morro. It has a hole in the middle where everybody pees and shits in that middle. No floor,
thank you.
No toilet paper, no nothing. And you walk around nude. So next time you watch Border Wars and you see the prisons that these fucking mutts are in, now you know why they send them to fucking clean that leak out there in the ocean. That's what happens sometimes. That's number one. Number two, we live in a free society. You know, it's like my man said in that movie Fight Club. If you want to make an omelet, you got to break a few fucking eggs. Some retards are going to fall off. In Vietnam, we had Agent Orange like a motherfucker. Go to Boulder. And
you like the F word.
No, I live it. Listen, don't interview me because like I told Joe, if I can't curse, I can't talk. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that shit. I'm a street guy, but I'm telling you.
No, being sarcastic, you know, we're off the main radio now, so you can. It's okay for the government to come out and say they injected Guatemalan children with syphilis to kill them, and the UN's been caught giving children live polio lately and killing them. But that's not bad. You saying the F word, that's what's bad. Notice how they give us things that don't matter that is the supposed evil, so we can't recognize evil. And they give us the archetypal image of ghouls and zombies and devils.
Gay marriage.
As what a devil looks like, but meanwhile a banker in a three-piece suit, we're taught that's the good guy when that's really the devil.
What are the Chinese?
We need Joey Diaz so we can point the finger and say there's the bad man.
What is our motto? You know how we say the N-word? What do the Chinese say about us? You know how they call us? They call us gulai, whatever that word is. You know what that means?
Round eye.
White ghost. We are white fucking ghosts. That's what we are. We're here to destroy the fucking world. Trust me, I'm telling you. But at the same time, we're built. They call us that. Guaylo. That's what they call us. White ghosts. They call black people something else, but it's also a black ghost. I don't know if it's Guaylo. It goes in that thing. But that's the point, man. It's not people like me and you that are going to hurt this world. It's the suits. It's the fucking bankers. It's that fucking guy that locked people up and now is in prison and he's giving money to Colombos. What's the guy that robbed everybody? The swindler. And now he's in jail and he became a mobster with the Colombo fucking mob guy. What's the guy that shut everybody down in the stock market?
Madoff.
Madoff. His roommate now is the Colombo fucking boss of the crime family. He's in there with him now. Now they're doing even more crime than what they were doing on the outside. Do you understand me? It's all about money. Like I told Joe, when Colombia borrows money from the United States, how do you think they're going to pay us back? By selling straw hats, bitch? That's what you really believe? That Colombia's going to pay their national debt to us by paying straw?
No, it's cocaine and heroin.
It's and that's the reality of it. This war is not a war about... they have not found Osama bin Laden. And he's in New York right now. Somebody seen him last week at a hot dog stand. They know where he is. There's the CIA. They got license plates behind you. They know where everybody is at every time. This war is about... They got that money, and now they're putting heroin into this country at absorb fucking amounts. In 3 years.
But that's okay. We have the clip we showed last time we were here of Fox News admitting that our own government is giving the fertilizer to the Taliban, and it's now 13 times.
Regarding the poppy field.
No, it says if you listen, they also
soldiers.
They're also giving them the fertilizer, and that was my point before.
The fertilizer, I mean, they might be making tomatoes. When you're guarding the poppy field.
No, it said we're helping them, but the point is, 10 years ago, they wouldn't admit that. What's changed where they go on Fox News?
They don't give a fuck no more. Because nobody said nothing. They don't give a fuck. Why would they? Why would they give a fuck? You know what's really going on in this war right now? Half of these kids are coming back. This is the worst war.
It doesn't matter if they're addicted. Cussing is what's bad.
No. They're coming back hooked on heroin or hooked on gambling. Did you see that report?
Yeah, but
gambling.
But that's not bad. Only cussing is.
At the fucking machine. They got
Injecting children with syphilis is not bad. Cussing is bad.
I mean, would you fucking stop at the cussing cocksucker? I'm a Christian. You understand me? Listen to me, man. And I feel bad. We've been doing shit to people for years. We killed our own fucking president. That's our government. But on the other hand, if I want to get up and drink Starbucks every morning, or I want to drink fucking a soda, I have that freedom. That poor girl, little Esther, doesn't have to walk around with a fucking thing on her face and can't show me her titties. There's so many things. There's bad and good in every society, everything we have. I like what you do. You find all these conspiracies that I know about. If I had what you had in your head, I'd kill myself because I know these things are true.
Yeah, he's got everything.
You're exposing this, but this is something we've all known, and we don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but here's the good news.
It's like having a child molester in your family. That's the government.
Let me show you something. Look. Here's the Drudge Report, the biggest news site in the world, and look right there. You click on it, and it takes you right to Infowars.com, and one of my employees, this has nothing to do with stopping terrorists. The psychological conditioning, they bathe you in the radiation, they admit can give you cancer, and then with women, they now squeeze your breast and put that, including children. I was in San Jose last week, flying out of Northern California, and I watched babies being with men grabbing them. I mean, if they can train you to do that, they can train you to do anything. And they're training the cadres for these checkpoints to be on the streets. But the good news is it's coming out. The good news is people are starting to listen.
Do you think you're helping? Do you think that it's changing?
Because you're different.
I think the people waking up and speaking out is having a difference. I'm just one guy.
You're educating. You're educating. But again, this is what you're putting out there is like having that uncle that's a child molester in your family. It's a dirty little fucking secret. Some people absorb it.
Well, it's not a secret now. The government gets to fondle 20-month-old girls.
Yeah, but some people have to drive to work and just let their lives go on. You're exposing it. I mean, what would you do? You're a married guy with kids. What would you do if you went to fly to L.A. tomorrow and some guy put his hands up your fucking wife's skirt over there?
Well, no, that's why we don't fly now. I mean, I can't fly anywhere with my wife and kids because, they say all airports are going to naked scan, and on top of it, they're going to fondle. Just to train you to go through the scanners, they're fondling if you don't.
And let me tell you what the weird thing is, and this is the type of guy I am, because at this point in my life, I don't give a Frenchman's fuck. All the shit they're doing, you can't do nothing to me that Castro hasn't already done. And when this shit goes down...
Wasn't that in Scarface?
That's right, and I got to re-quote that motherfucker right there. Because it's true. You can't do nothing to me that Castro hasn't already done.
Do it in the accent.
Castro's done fucking everything to those people in Cuba. Everything. And he's still there. You want to talk about Castro in the United States? What, you don't talk about that shit? You're a fucking prejudice? You want to talk about that shit? What the fuck is that? A guy 40 years, 90 miles away.
Well, I didn't say we should...
No, I'm just saying. You know, I mean, after Cuba, it should really be like nothing. You know, 40 miles
crazy
away.
That he's so close.
90 miles away.
You must have some conspiracy
come
theory.
on, guy.
Is he like, does he work for the United States?
The CIA originally put him in, and then he reportedly double-crossed him.
Sure, but he's still there. He's still there. Doesn't that fuck with you? He's still there 50 years later. What fuck?
Well, our government has a torture camp there.
Our government has a torture camp there and a lot of other things there.
Yeah, that is kind of weird, too, that we have Guantanamo Bay, a military base in Cuba, and we hate Cuba, supposedly.
But here's the beauty of it.
How strange is that?
Here's the beauty of it, Alex Jones. Within the next 6 months, you're going to fly to Cuba for some fucking corruption thing, and while you're eating breakfast, you're going to bite into a Washington State apple. Because people have gone, so it's all a scam, bro. It's all a fucking scam. Live with it. As long as it doesn't affect you, you have your own little level that you can live with. When you go to Cuba and you ask for fruit, they give you a Washington State apple with a sticker on it and a Chiquita banana. So what embargo are you fucking talking about? What embargo are you talking about?
It's tough to get Cuban cigars.
Who gives a fuck about the cigars? The dirt has gone bad. The dirt in Cuba has gone bad. They can't grow the cigars.
Yeah, they won't rotate the crops, so now it's
going bad. Now.
So now it's.
That's not a Cuban cigar. That's a Puerto Rican and a Mexican brought it to you. I'm talking about a real Cuban cigar that was so the dirt they don't have the nutrients for that dirt now.
Really?
Yeah, the dirt is very bad. They've been beaten up.
Now, this is Dominican Republic. They say
which is tremendous. They're tremendous. They're making a comeback, the Dominicans.
Well, Jesse claims he smoked everything, and he says these Fuentes are the best.
Yeah, the Fuentes are pretty good. But, you know, there's so many things going out there today that we sit and listen. I mean, look at this year with insurance, what I've noticed with insurance. Things are so fucking bad. Every time I go to a doctor for my blood pressure medication, they just give it to me. Or when I order my sleep apnea stuff, you could order a mask on the phone. Now I have to send them a doctor's note. So that means I got to go to the doctor, pay $90 for him to send a fucking note to the sleep apnea.
No, the insurance companies wrote the health care bill. And it's all a big scam, doesn't cover pre-existing conditions. It's all a big scam. Going back to you, Joe, who haven't talked in about 20 minutes.
I'm trying to figure out how to fix the world. I'm breaking it down right here.
Well, what do you think of Joey Diaz? I mean, this is quite a.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think you can't argue with him.
Before Joe goes on, I'm going to say one thing, because Joe knows my brother. I flew after Joe the other day. I flew on the flight afterward, and I had fucking a bag.
I knew an F word was coming.
With, I had a little bag of reefer in my fucking...
No, you didn't.
Yes, I do. Well, this is a conspiracy thing. This is just to show you how hard the airport people are working with their fucking x-ray machine. Now, I had it in a baggie, and I put it under my left nut.
No, okay, we're not telling this story. That's enough.
Yes, for freedom of speech, I'll call Obama right now, motherfucker. This is real corruption. I'm sorry, I got freedom.
This is out of control.
No, this is not. You're out of order. Little Esther's out of order. This whole fucking joint's out of order.
He is worse. Hold on. He is worse than Avi Bravo.
Much worse than
Don't bring. I love him, but don't bring this monster in here.
I was in here.
It's like a crazy Fred Flintstone.
You want honesty? I'm giving you honesty. So your viewers know.
No.
Honesty and your people know.
I don't want. Okay.
We're looking for the truth on this show. This is about the truth. I
got a point.
I got there and I had baggy clothes on and I had a belt on. They said, because you have baggy clothes on, they didn't know I lost.
This is great.
Pounds. They said we're going to put you through the X-ray machine. I'm standing there sweating bullets with this baggie under my fucking left nut.
Enough.
Because my left nut's bigger than the right nut because I'm a righty.
Stop.
A lot of people don't know that. I thought I had cancer for a couple of weeks. You know, the opposite hand is always
like
bigger
Satan
than the
is
other.
in the control room.
Listen to me. So I'm standing with my legs open with this weed stinking.
You're like Rodney Dangerfield.
Listen, stop fucking Rodney. I had this weed that was stinking up a storm, not to mention my balls. I'm sweating now because I'm going to go to jail tonight. And all of a sudden the guy goes, he's clear. And he shook my hand. I'm like, my taxpayers are hard at work. I'm smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? So they're not doing a fucking job. That box could just be anything.
No, this is to train us to submit to being radiated. This is not under the regular radiation laws. It violates laws and charts. All of this is off the charts because they're killing us. These are eugenicists. It's all covered in Endgame, Joe.
You're really killing my high. Such a bummer.
You're high on life?
High on life.
You know the thing about marijuana, you know, a lot of it's grown in these places using these fertilizers that are full of heavy metals.
Which places?
Of the hydroponic stuff.
Really? I thought the hydroponic stuff is all the indoor stuff. That's all with, I mean...
Not if they grow it with the chemicals.
Or if they grow it with chemicals. Okay. But aren't the chemicals just to keep pesticides? Isn't that what it is? I mean, that's what you're talking about?
I've just seen the studies. Marijuana is very bad.
You think so?
I'm being sarcastic.
I got paraquat when I was in high school.
What's that?
I was put in the hospital.
The government would spray on marijuana.
Spraying on marijuana. I got that for 13 days. I came out the night Ernie Shavers fought, what's his name? September 78, 1979.
Fought who?
Ernie Shavers fought Larry
Foreman?
Holmes.
Larry Holmes?
Yeah, I got sprayed with that, so.
Alex Jones, what do you say to people that say that the government didn't kill Kennedy? It's a dumb argument, and I've been having it with smart people, and I don't like it. I don't like the argument. I always tell them, read a couple books.
Well,
read Best Evidence by David Lifton. That's my favorite one. You know, it's pretty clear that there was some conspiracy going on, and it's pretty clear. What's this? If this guy just hands me a Kennedy thing, I'll say he's a genius. No. Scanner vans allow drive-by snooping. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it gets into houses in the Forbes article. But
I'm tired of having that dumb argument with people where they don't believe that the government killed Kennedy. I'm like, come on, man. You really think that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone? And they'll start talking about some stupid book where this guy proved that the single bullet theory could have... The single bullet, they found that bullet on a gurney. If you look at the...
And it wasn't even damaged. You shoot a bullet through a bone, it's going to be deformed. But let me go back and answer your question since you bring this up. I have interviewed all the cops ran up to the grassy knoll. There's photos of the plumes of smoke people took. You see men, you know, in the silhouettes with guns, and all those people were killed.
I think that leaves, it's open to interpretation, those photos. I've seen them, and I agree that most likely someone shot from the grassy.
Listen, I've interviewed LBJ's mistress who had a son with him on record. She's dead now. Okay? Madeline Duncan Brown. Okay, she was there. She heard him the night before, a meeting in Dallas at the house with Nixon and others about how they were going to kill him the next day.
Right, but she was LBJ's mistress. She might have been just some crazy bitch that he was banging on the side, and she liked to tell stories. And she was nuts. And then he said, what did you know about the Kennedy assassination? Oh, sugar, I was there. And so she starts talking crazy about how
she was a nice lady.
LBJ and...
Let me tell you something. For you to be a mistress is nothing like pillow talk. After a lady sticks her tongue up your ass.
Oh, that's enough.
You are. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
That's as honest as you are.
That's it.
No, it's off. You said I could fucking...
No. I said, oh my gosh. Stop it. Stop it. Well, that's too much.
You can't trust some mistress. I bet she could be...
All right, listen, let's just go back here. Listen. That's the problem. Stop it. You're right. Listen, that is the problem.
It's hearsay.
With getting into JFK.
Right. So much hearsay. There's so much talk. But, I mean, the Lee Harvey Oswald thing, just that alone, the fact that Jack Ruby ran up to him and shot him in front of everybody.
Hey, let's go further. I've interviewed Joe. You look today like a 1918 German biplane pilot.
This is an affliction jacket. It's got a cross on the back with studs. That's what you're into.
Oh, Joe, you are something else.
You're something else too, pal.
You coming tonight or what's the story? You gonna hit me with something? The kids? What are we doing?
We're gonna talk Lee Harvey Oswald tonight.
Well, let's do it over.
We're gonna discuss.
Don't say where we're going, or 50 people will be there.
Don't say where we're going.
That's what you're all
Cap
about.
City Comedy Club, 2 shows tonight, 8 and 10:30.
And my man
tomorrow, 8 and 10:30.
Harvey Oswald Jr.
Crowd's gonna be nuts. Last night was nuts.
Well, I tell you, Joey, you're a very interesting, intelligent fellow.
Sorry about my language and to your viewers.
Look, you are what you are, sir. You can't change, and don't apologize for being...
You know my main reason for it? My main reason is this. We're on FCC stuff during the main broadcast. Then people use it as a diversion. I could care less about cuss words. They use it as a diversion to not listen to all the intelligent things you said. I know it doesn't matter. It just becomes a distraction, and then if I put it...
bad language is inhibiting the investigation into the government killing Michael Jackson.
That's right.
Also, I have all these people that are trying to censor and attack one of my YouTube channels that has like 71 million views on it, and they let everybody else cuss. We have 8 channels, over 200 million.
71 million.
Yeah. They go and file fake complaints and then remove the video of this so we can't post it. But don't worry, everybody else will.
Well,
and then
I'll tell you what. It's just because I curse a little bit does not mean I'm lying. When you listen to your politician who's talking to you like a Christian, he's lying. So, do you follow what I'm saying to you?
No, I know. We're talking about naked body scanners. We're talking about children being molested by TSA.
We will listen to a politician with the same story every 4 years with that sorry-ass line of shit. But these fucking momos will get offended because I say the word fuck. That's why you're around
FEMA camps and the Amero.
They're too stupid to understand what's in front of them. Forget about the curse words. At least the kid's not fucking lying. So next time you listen to your bullshit congressman or your bullshit governor or even a bullshit president or somebody who's running for president and he's hitting you with that same force shit that they give you every 4 fucking years and you still vote for the fucking Momo and then you get mad, think about me saying the word fuck. With that, I'm out of here. I gotta go smoke a cigar.
Hey, hold on a minute. We gotta say bye here to everybody.
Very solid points.
Don't do the, no, I know. Joey, you get it.
I'm with you, but this is just to let the American public know that every 4 years they buy the same shit they've been buying every 4 years, and the same people with their Harvard articulation and how they don't curse, and they're Christians, and they have a family, and these are the same people that shove it up your fucking ass every year. The one thing that you'll get about me is I'll say fuck, but I will not fucking rob you. If I need something, I'll ask you like a man.
You're gonna hey,
go fuck yourself, you cunt.
Hold on 1 second.
Take a joke, take a shuttle. Joey Diaz, Facebook, Twitter, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Big dicks in your ass.
Get out of here. You're in trouble. I'm the umpire. This is the... I'm throwing... All right. Listen.
Stay black, because that's the most important.
Okay. Hey, Joe.
Bro, the show's over. Why are we even talking?
Listen. Boy, that was even worse than Eddie Bravo.
You brought him in, man. Why you...
Well, no, he was looking at the window. He was looking at the cigars like he wanted one, so I said, come in and have a cigar.
Oh...
It doesn't matter. Now, we're going to merge perfectly with the retransmission, so let's go ahead and take it out of here with music. And Joe, Cap City Comedy Club, 2 shows over the next 2 nights, 2 shows a night, 2 shows.
Joey Diaz will be there as well, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe he needs a hero's welcome this evening.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Dear Lord, I apologize, but you heard Joe.
Would have been up to me. I would have.
Joe said.
Kept him in the hallway.
Joe says he wants to read the Bible now, and that's you notice.
I read that the chapter that you talked about where they're talking about holograms.
Well, you notice that Jesus didn't hang around with the bankers; he beat them with whips. But Jesus did hang out with the riffraff in the street, and I guess I'm the riffraff too. And so Joey is quite a character. Joe Rogan, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me, buddy. Appreciate it, man. Always.
That was totally insane.
It was very insane. But you know what? Every now and then it's good to break it up a little bit. You know, a little doom and gloom.
Absolutely. We've got Lindsey Williams coming up with Key Intel on Mr. X. We've got it all. Stay with us, ladies and gentlemen, at Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.tv. We'll be right back.
And if, let's say that they somehow co-opt us and we sell out, right?
Somebody else
will replace
Alex
us.
Jones. He's waiting. He's in Austin, Texas. You say you're the number one, but I've got the statistics. I've got the documents right here that show you're a liar, Jank. You're a New World Order puppet. He seems like he's out there working for the people. He's not working for the people. He worked for MSNBC, ladies and gentlemen. You don't get to MSNBC unless you sell your soul to David Icke's reptilians.
That was awesome. I never heard you do that. That was amazing.
I've known that dude for a long time.
I'm serious.
You say that because you're trying to fuck with me. What he's trying to do right now is co-opt my mind. I'm sitting here in Austin, Texas. I'm smoking cigarettes. I'm drinking whiskey. I'm getting fucking crazy. I'm trying to protect people from the government. There's black helicopters. They're flying over my Dodge Charger.
So that is as good an impersonation of anyone that anyone has ever done.
These fucking shills! These fucking New World Order shills! Where is the Alex Jones hotline number? I need to call him right.
Joe Rogan has publicly admitted on his show that he is a Mason. He has Duncan Trussell on, who talks about how wonderful it is to be a Mason and spreading propaganda and disinformation about Masons being about geometry. They're about control. They're about taking your soul, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not going to stand for it.
Or any other, what is it called? Name just lost me.
Alex Jones?
No, not Alex Jones.
Infowars.com.
Alex Jones.
You guys have been stealing our thunder. We're coming at you with YouTube views. Infowars.com, the #1 media source in the nation. Young Turks tries to pretend they have similar ratings.
So you've seen that. That's awesome.
Alex is a friend of mine.
Is he?
Yeah, he's crazy.
He's crazy.
Out of his mind. He's
Look,
out of his mind.
I have no problem with
He's a great guy, though. You love him. If you met him, he's a sweetheart.
Jenk did meet him, and he ended up liking him. So I believe it. But his response video to us was hilarious on so many different levels. Like, put a shirt on, dude. Put a fucking shirt on. Like, if you're trying to make a decent point and you don't want to seem like you're loony, put a fucking shirt on.
But don't. If you're Alex Jones, you don't need a fucking shirt. By the way, he's probably naked, too.
Don't tell me that.
Most likely his website. No one's gonna care.
I'm #1.
Oh, I love this video.
Media, period, globally. Even Rolling Stone, New York Magazine, all have done actuaries. I'm #1. He's #1, period.
Yeah.
By the way, here's one thing he's missing. It's a shirt.
Yeah. He's gonna address that later.
He's crazy. I've known Alex for a long time. I did a DVD in 1990. Oh, wait a minute. What the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
Chemtrails! Do you understand how many planes are in the sky every night spraying chemtrails, blocking out the sun? I can't even fucking grow tomatoes here in Austin, Texas.
No. Your impression.